Wait, that's not the theme song for this show and game, for some reason. There we go! But come on, Sega. You named it Sonic Boom, it should have been so obvious. Anyways, hello Sonic fans. I am the Lyoko Jet, here to bring you a theory about Sonic Boom, and not so much about the show or the game itself, more so on Rise of Lyrics as well as the show's development. Now before I begin, I'm going to let you all know that I actually enjoy Sonic Boom the show. The games are a different story, but I love the show. Also, for the sake of this video, I'll talk mostly about Rise of Lyric because I have more information on it, and because it's the one this theory is more attuned to anyways. Now, let's begin. I believe that due to the vast differences between the show and the games, that the story and world of Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric is based off of the original concepts from Sonic Boom, and that the show was simply, well, what had happened after long periods of development. And of course, this is to a lesser extent the same for Shattered Crystals as well. To start with, let's go over the differences between Rise of Lyric's world and that of the show. For starters, Bygone Island in the game is so much different than Bygone Island in the show. I mean, yeah, we've still got the village in there, and somehow the canyon is around as well, but I mean, you don't have these massive structures that are in the game in the show. I mean, where the heck is the Sky Citadel? Oh wait, that's broken. But still, where are places like Lyric's Tomb, the Ocean Purification Plant, and all those things? They're not there. Not only that, but certain characters are missing. Most notably, Cliff, who doesn't exist in the universe of the show, which is a little odd. In the game, the characters seem to look up to Cliff for wisdom, and you'd think that a character that the Core 4 look up to would appear in the show, at least once, but no. And all of these differences just didn't make a lot of sense to me. Why is this world so much different than this world, when it's supposed to be a prequel to the show? And it was thinking about all of this is where I got to the conclusion that Rise of Lyric is a world purely based upon concepts, and because of that, the story reflects that as well. The story is something that tries to be a bit too serious for a show that's a comedy. Even though it doesn't do quite as well of a job as we'd have liked, it does take a good amount of timing introducing things like the Ancients, the robot controlling thing that Eggman has at the end of the game, and of course characters like Maya, Cliff, Shadow, and Metal Sonic. All of the story was based off of these concepts, and yet, here we are with the vast differences between the show and the games. Yet, it's said that these games are prequels to the show, and they're so different. What does this mean? I think that originally, Sonic Boom, the show that makes jokes like this.
Would one of you handsome young men kindly retrieve my bicycle?
Was going to be a very story-driven show that would have been like a lot of the very popular tunes today, like Steven Universe or Gravity Falls, because the game's job was to set up the world of Sonic Boom, and I think it did. But something happened where they decided to go the route of a comedy rather than the show that could have possibly been originally designed. So what do I think this story-driven Boom show would have been like? Well, for starters, I think it actually used the song Sonic Boom as the theme, because it would actually be fitting for the show. But the first thing that comes to mind when I think of this hypothetical series is this.
This is my fault. They're here because of me. I need to draw them away.
We're in this together. We need to draw them away.
Hey, Egghead! And you too, Snake Breath! Come and get it! Oh no.
One thing that Boom excelled at is it did a good job of establishing the characters' personalities. And this scene is pretty ideal in the hypothetical show that I have in mind. Here's my description of this Sonic Boom show. I imagine that it would be a very story-driven show about adventuring with your friends in this incredibly vast new land, all while discovering truths about these underlying mysteries about the ancients or some other plot point brought into the show. All while the nefarious Dr. Eggman tries to stop you at every turn. This happening with Cliff being the mentor character, the introduction of Styx to Team Sonic, and of course, meeting other characters from the modern Sonic timeline, like Rouge the Bat or Jet the Hawk, all rebooted in glorious sports state. That's personally what I believe Sonic Boom was at the initial concept. Yet for whatever reason, they decided to go the route of the comedy, and this isn't bad. Far from it. As I stated in the beginning of this video, I love Sonic Boom the show. However, one can't help but be curious what this could have been like. Heck, I'll admit, I'm probably wrong about this whole thing, but it's still fun to think about. Also, yes, I understand that games for shows are a bit different than that of the show itself, but because it's a video game based off of a show, based off of a video game, I figured that it was fun to at least try and theorize about it. But yeah, that's all I've got for this. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to leave a like and a comment in the section below. Let's try to start a discussion about this. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And once again, thank you so much for watching. This has been the Lyoko Gem, signing out.